Hey guys! So welcome back to yet another Degrassi recap, and this week's episode was kind of crazy. It was called If You Could Only See, and it pretty much revolved around Frankie and Zoe. I'd say that those are pretty much the two main characters that this week's episode focused on. The episode started off and Frankie's like in the bed making out with Winston with his shirt off. And, you know, her mom comes in and she's like, you know, what are you guys doing? Stop it, you know, da-da-da-da-da. And then Frankie's like, we're not actually doing anything, Mom. We're just fooling around, da-da-da-da-da. And then her mom's like, I don't care, you know, I don't want you guys in the room, you know, parent stuff. So, Frankie was kind of mad about this because I guess she feels like she should be able to make out with her boyfriend in her room. But it's like, hello? No, you cannot. You're only 14, sweetheart. I don't know what you're thinking. But, you know, she feels like she's entitled to do that. And, you know, her mom's like, you know, no. So, Frankie goes to school and she's mad, she's upset, and she's like talking to the other cheerleaders. And this episode kind of introduced more of that Niner class. Which you guys know I said before, Degrassi always continues their shows because they always show a new class mixed in with the old ones. So they're trying to introduce these Niner kids, and I don't know their names yet, but there's Frankie, and then, you know, I'm not sure if Zoe is, I'm pretty sure Zoe is in 10th grade with Maya and Zig and Miles. So Frankie is in the grade below him. She's in 9th grade. And then there's the new cheerleaders, and I think that those are all Niners. So, you know, Zoe's kind of an older one, and she's also the head cheerleader of the group. And she comes up with this plan that basically that they need to be making money. I don't know why all of a sudden Zoe feels like they need to be making money, but she pretty much feels that they do. So she comes up with this plan to use Chat. I had to write it down. To use Chat and pretty much have the girls take like new photos of themselves. And you know how it works is a guy, you know, selects like what girl he wants to see naked. They pay with a prepaid credit card, and then the girl takes a photo of herself naked without showing her face. And this episode kind of tackled into some things. It's just kind of like, okay, Degrassi, are we really going here? Because it's just kind of like, huh. I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest. It's just kind of like, okay. But anyway, they went there with that. It kind of reminds me of like back in the day when Allie was doing like the little selfies. Like if you guys have been like a long time Degrassi fan like I have, okay, I've been watching since Drake was on the show. But anyway, Allie had like a little episode where she was like not Instagramming, but taking like selfies of herself naked and sending them to her boyfriend. But anyway, you kind of like reminded me of that a little bit. And you know, these girls are making money with it. I think they made like $200 or something like that. And Frankie, you know, at first she's like totally against it. She wants to shut the thing down. Her brother is like looking at some of the pictures, and I think one of them was of Frankie, which is kind of disturbing because it's like you're looking at your sister naked, but you don't know you're looking at your sister naked because you can't see her face. So it was kind of, you know, disturbing, to say the least. And, you know, Frankie was, you know, kind of against it, especially after seeing her brother looking at the photos. But then, you know, they're like, she's trying to go to this event with her mom and her dad or whatever, and she's wearing like this little, you know, like what she calls a sophisticated dress. Was really like an older person going out to the club type of dress. And she's like, oh, don't I look so cute, Mom? I'm going out. And then her mom pulls out like this little, you know, springy mint greeny dress. And her mom's like, don't you feel like you should look better in that? I mean, don't you think that you would look better in this? And then, you know, Frankie's like, I'm 14, not 4. And, you know, she kind of wants to feel like now she wants to take these naked selfies because she's grown, pretty much. She feels like she's grown, so she's entitled to take these photos. And, you know, she's pretty much trying to, like, prove something to her mom. But it's like, girl, you just really showing your age, because ain't no grown woman taking no, well, ain't no sophisticated, smart grown woman taking photos of herself naked. But that's a whole nother video. But anyway, yeah, so that happened. And that was pretty much their whole little storyline. And then we had Miss Becky over here trying to get over Drew. She overhears Imogen and her girlfriend Jake talking about how, no, her name's not Jake, Jack. And how they're going to go to the roller derby this weekend. And, you know, it's like date night for them. So, Becky's like, oh, well, I want to go too. I'm going to find me a boo real quick on the internet. So she logs online. And she describes herself on like this dating website, you know, Christian, into, you know, community service, you know, just stuff that Becky pretty much used to be into last season or 2 seasons ago when she was that good Christian, wholesome girl that she used to be. But too much has happened now for all that to still be true. So, she goes ahead and she like inputs that into the little profile thing or whatever. And then we have, oh, so they go out on a date or whatever. She meets up with the Christian guy. They're roller derbying. And then she pretty much finds the guy boring, to be frank. You know, he's like this wholesome guy. He's a goody two-shoe. He's pretty much what Becky probably would have liked back in the day, you know, when she first hit Degrassi. But now since she's been on Degrassi for a few seasons now, she ain't like that no more. So after, you know, hanging out with this cat, she's like, you know, he's kind of boring. Let me go see what's up with Drew. So she pretty much goes to Drew and she's like, you know, I can get through this with you, you know, I don't care if you have a kid, whatever. So yeah. So now Drew and Becky are back together. Which, to be honest, I'm kind of surprised about, because I kind of felt like, I'm not going to lie, you guys, I've been in a situation like that before where I was dating someone and they got another girl pregnant while I was with them. But that's a whole nother video too. And no, I did not stay with them. Heck no. But yeah, technically, Drew and Becky were not together when Claire got pregnant. So that's a whole different ball game. But yeah, I don't think I could do that one, even if, you know, the chick got pregnant before me. I don't know. That's a tough one. So kudos to you, Becky, for handling that, because I don't know if I can get with that one. And then there was one other storyline, and that involved, I'm sorry, I had to look at the notes real quick, because I'm watching this show and awkward, and it's like things just kind of get mumble jumbled after a while. Oh, Maya and Miles. Okay, so Maya is like having like a really bad feeling about Miles or whatever. Last week he kind of came to her, you know, talking to her a little bit about what was going on. He was crying and he felt alone because this was at a part where Tristan was mad at him for telling everyone, you know, about outing out their relationship pretty much, and Tristan wasn't ready for it yet. So, you know, Miles was still, you know, kind of mad. I mean, Miles was crying to Maya about that. There's too many M's. Miles was crying to Maya about it because, you know, he didn't really have anyone. He was dealing with the stuff with his dad, and, you know, so Miles was just kind of, I mean, Maya was kind of like, you know, you gotta talk to, you don't have to talk to me about it, but you gotta talk to somebody about it because you gotta get it out, you know, whatever is going on with you. You can't just, you know, sit on it because it's just gonna get worse. And he was pretty much like, yeah. So then, Miles was just like, yeah, you know, whatever, type thing. So then this week, you know, Maya, she's really just kind of like going through it with Miles. She's having like nightmares about him like committing suicide and just, you know, a really bad feeling. She's trying to talk to, you know, her friends about it, Zig and everything. And they're just like, oh, you're just being homophobic, you know, it's whatever. He's just gay. You're mad because, you know, he's not your boyfriend anymore. Just, you know, all these little things. And Maya's just pretty much like, no, that's not it. And we all know Maya. She has a tendency to get in everybody's business, which kind of annoys me about her character, I'll be honest, because it's just kind of like sometimes like, okay, Maya, butt out. You don't have to help everybody with everything. And I think that this is one of those situations where it's like Miles has to deal with this on his own, because he is tripping right now. I'm not gonna lie, he is definitely tripping. Like, I don't even really know like what's gonna happen. I feel like something's about to blow up with him. And Maya has like every right to speculate that something is going on, but you know, it's not really her place to do that. So it's pretty much one of those things where it's like, you can't help someone if they don't want help. So Maya, you know, because she's having these nightmares and everything, she actually had one in class, and you know, after the whole class thing, she goes home and she talks to her mom about it, because I guess the teacher, you know, told her, and she's pretty much like, you know, telling her mom everything about with Miles, like what she's concerned about. And then her mom calls Miles' mom and tells her what's going on, and tells Miles. And Miles is like pissed. He told Maya, oh, I was just like, whoa. I don't even remember his exact words. Like, there was definitely some cursing in there, but I don't remember exactly what was said. I was just like, when he did, I was just looking like, really though? Like, I could not believe he said that. Like, I was just like, dang. Like, you know that used to be your girlfriend, right? Like, stop tripping on her. She just trying to help. I mean, Maya is annoying sometimes, but, you know, a girl does try to help people out. But anyway, that was pretty much what happened with that. And that was pretty much this week's Degrassi episode. I don't remember anything else that was really, like, relevant. But these kids taking these naked selfies? I don't know about that, Degrassi. We going, Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's recap. Let me know what you guys thought about this whole little selfie thing, and Maya, you know, and Miles trying to clown Maya with that little. And I will talk to you guys in the next one.